Shalom, shalom. Call halal, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. That's giving all praise to the Most High. Name is only begotten Son of the Holy Spirit. My name is Ibar from the Prophets in Babylon camp down here in Tampa, Florida. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us His truth and truth and sincerity. Peace and citation over elect scattered abroad. Real quick, I want to touch on this video you see on this picture you see on the screen. It says people can now carry guns without a license in half of America's states. Okay, and this is from the My Mixtapes platform, and I actually was just seeing how in Florida, they're fighting for people to be able to carry without a license in Florida too. We down here in Florida. But this is funny, man. This is crazy because it shows you that, we coming into that time and the Lord is doing all these things, putting all these things in motion for ultimately the time of Jacob's trouble and all hell breaking loose, man. And when that does happen, you see what's happening in these other countries. It's going to be worse here in America because these citizens in America have guns, okay? In Canada and, Europe and these different places, they don't have guns. The citizens don't have guns. But here in America, the citizens are, overwhelmingly armed, okay? So let's read this. It says, according to handgun law.us, people can now carry guns without a license in half of America's states. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona. So they go to name all the states. And if you see your state up here, then to be careful because now you got any old maniac carrying a gun. It says in most states, all you need to be is at least 21 years old or of age of older. So if you're 21 years old or older, you can carry a gun. Okay, and if somebody is carrying a gun, then they're more likely to shoot somebody because they have a gun. Okay, any type of situation, type of incident, you might, it can turn fatal. And the times we're coming into are going to be very fatal, man. So you got to be alert. You got to be, be on your P's and Q's. Watch how you deal with people and treat people. Sometimes you may have like a road rage incident. I once watched a guy, he claimed to be in the truth, have a road rage incident and was about to start throwing shit out the car, and shit. And I'm like, yo, chill, bro. You don't, you can't let your emotions rule over you. Because if you do that, especially in the times we're coming into, you are not going to last long. Okay, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And that's our whole mindset, is enduring to the end. Our mindset ain't dying, crashing out, and dying on some stupid shit, man. Our mindset is to endure unto the end. And in order to endure unto the end, you got to understand this, that because of iniquity, the sin is just abounding here and getting worse and worse. The love of many shall wax cold. People going to start caring about each other. They're going to be more quick to kill each other, man. Especially when there's a lack of food, a lack of bread, a lack of water, a lack of medication, a lack of resources, especially when, gas prices go up. People going to start losing their minds. It says, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And the only way you're going to be able to endure unto the end is by the grace and the mercy of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI on your side, man. Because the times we're coming into, you're going to see dead bodies dropping all around you. It says, and this gospel of the kingdom should be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. And that's why you see brothers out there teaching his word, and it's being preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. The whole world is hearing this. The whole world is hearing this, man. Okay, and then once the whole world has heard this, that's when all hell is going to really start breaking loose. That's when the evil days are really going to come. That's when, the Lord, because right now the Lord is talking. He's speaking through his prophets, but pretty soon he's going to stop talking. It's going to be time for action, man. And when that action starts off, you don't want to be in that, in that wrath, man. You don't want to be in that wrath. But a lot of people are going to have to find out the hard way how serious and why Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI is to be feared. Okay, this is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. You can't be simple. You got to be wise in this thing, man. You have to be wise because you got people out here that are walking as fools. It says, redeeming the time because the days are evil. We're in some very evil times, man. So you got to make the most of the time that you have. Get as much understanding as possible because these people are about to start acting a fucking fool out here and you want to be, level-headed, man. Let me grab that. Because when all hell does break loose, the only people that's going to be of a sane mind if those are those that, you know, were in the know. Though, see, some of us, we already expecting this to happen. So when it happens, it ain't going to be no big surprise, no big hoopla. We ain't got to, you know, calm down and recollect ourselves. We going to already be in the spirit of, okay, I knew that the Lord told me this was going to happen. And now it's happening. Now I got to follow what the Lord told me to do when this happens, okay? This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure. And you know, it's crazy. I had a dream not too long ago that I was, you know, it was, I can't really remember the dream too vividly, but I remember it was like somebody did something to me, and I was upset, and I was about to, you know, pretty much jump on their ass, and then they pulled out a gun. And then when they pulled out a gun, they aimed it at me and it's like, yo, don't do it, I'll shoot you. And I saw in their face they was serious, and I fucking immediately backed down. I was like, all right, you got it, man. You know, and it was I don't exactly remember the dream. It was a quick dream, but I just remember, you know, almost getting in the flesh, and then had to remember to stay in the spirit, and that saves my life, man. You know, let me grab that real quick. Let me finish this up first. It says, and wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times, and the strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure. So, hey, this wisdom and knowledge, man, okay, this wisdom and knowledge is what's going to keep you stable. It's going to keep you in the right mind, okay? So when all this hell does break loose, you don't find yourself out there, you know, for some stupid shit, man. You see a lot of people die behind stupid shit. An argument or something, man, you know, and they'll start, you know. So we got to be more spiritual, especially in the times that we coming into. This is Proverbs chapter 15, verse 1. It says, a soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. You may get proud or in your ego, and you know, you talk about me, fucked up, you tried me, and you try to go back and forth with somebody, man. All that's gonna do is make things worse. You know, and this time in this period, we gotta, you know, get used to taking L's, man. You know, get used to taking a low road. Get used to just, you know, get giving everything to the Lord, and just, you know, because hey, the days are evil, man. The days are definitely evil. And that's the main reason why you gotta be careful, man. You know, you want to be careful. You gotta be in the spirit. You don't want to just be no nigga out here. You know, and if you is just been a nigga out here, you're not in the spirit, you're gonna be destroyed with the rest of the niggas out here, man. You see, you're gonna be destroyed with the rest of the niggas out here. What's all looking for? Turn to play wrath. I mean, off of this right here. Scripture says, live peacefully among all men. So to the, you know, as much beeth in you, roughly paraphrasing. So, you know, to the best of your ability, you gotta be, you know, live peacefully. You know, you don't want to be out there, you know, raw with somebody, and then they pull out a gun, you know, because they're able to, and they feel like, and then they can pull that, oh, I felt threatened, oh, I fear for my life, you know, whatever have you may have it, and they get off for self-defense, and your ass dead because you can't control your temper or your emotions, man. You know, we come into some very, very spiritual times, and in those spiritual times, things are going to be very, very carnal. It says, Matthew chapter 10, verse 16. It says, behold, look, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. So we are as sheep in the midst of wolves. And what does a sheep have? A sheep, you know, is just a gentle animal. But wolves have teeth, and they have claws, you see? The Lord said, I send you as sheep in the midst of wolves. So we got to trust the process that the Lord going to deliver us out of any situation. He said, the meek shall inherit the earth, not the proud. You got guys, to, you know, if you see in these purge events, which they're talking about a purge, you know, this year going to starting off, man. But it's talking about, you know, you see in these purge events, you know, everybody start racking up and getting all their weapons and, you know, their gear on and going ready to go hunting and killing and shit. Well, the ones that's not doing that, you know, the ones who you think may be the ones that's going to be the prey and be the hunted are going to be the ones that's going to escape, man. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Okay, be therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. You got to be harmless, man. You know, you want to be in the spirit of being meek, harmless, you know. a servant. You know, we ain't lords over nobody. We ain't no masters. We ain't no none of that, man. Hey, we are just servants of YAHAWAH and YAHAWASHI. Man, we just passing through. You know, we just passing through. All right. So with that being said, I'm saying shalom, kwame, shalala, abba, papa.